Across the open grasslands, a large herd moves slowly through the dry landscape. They stay close together as they travel across the plains, searching for food and water. For animals living in open areas, staying together can provide safety. With many animals watching the surroundings, it becomes easier to notice danger. But the peaceful movement of the herd can change quickly when a predator appears. Not far away, two powerful rhinoceroses are walking through the grass. These enormous animals spend much of their time searching for plants to eat. Their large bodies and thick skin make them look almost unstoppable. Even though rhinos are powerful animals, they still need to be careful. They share this land with many other animals, including predators. The open grassland is also home to one of Africa's fastest hunters. A pair of cheetahs rests in the dry grass. Their spotted coats help them blend into the landscape while they watch the area around them. Cheetahs depend on speed when hunting. They cannot chase prey for a very long time, so they must choose the right moment to attack. A successful hunt can happen in only a few seconds. Further across the plains, a large group of buffalo moves through the dust. Buffalo are strong and social animals. They often stay together in large herds, especially when they are traveling or looking for food. The dust rising behind the herd shows just how many animals are moving across the land. For young buffalo, staying close to the adults is especially important. The adults can protect the younger members if danger comes near. From above, the grassland looks almost endless. The animals appear small against the huge landscape, but each one has an important place in this environment. The grass provides food for herbivores, while those herbivores become an important source of food for predators. This is how the natural world remains connected. Now the scene changes completely, and we move into a greener environment. A small red-eyed tree frog rests quietly on a branch. Unlike the large animals of the grasslands, this tiny creature depends on the plants and trees around it for food, shelter, and protection. Its bright colors make it easy to recognize, but it still spends much of its time staying still and waiting. The forest is full of small creatures like this one. High above the ground, colorful birds move between the branches. They search for fruits, seeds, and other sources of food hidden among the leaves. The trees provide everything they need. They offer food, places to rest, and safe areas where birds can build their nests. Some birds live alone, while others stay close to their partners or groups. Communication is also very important. Their calls help them find one another and warn each other when something dangerous is nearby. Below the trees, a group of beautiful flamingos gathers near the water. Their long legs allow them to move easily through shallow water while searching for food. Flamingos often gather in large groups, creating a remarkable sight as they move together. The water is calm, but the birds remain busy. They lower their heads and search beneath the surface for small organisms and other food. The wetlands around them provide an important home for many different species. Now we return to the open grassland. A giraffe walks slowly through the tall grass. With its long neck and powerful legs, the giraffe is one of the most recognizable animals in Africa. Its height gives it a major advantage. While many other herbivores feed close to the ground, the giraffe can reach leaves high in the trees. It moves from one tree to another, searching for fresh leaves. The surrounding grassland may look quiet, but the giraffe continues to watch its surroundings. A predator could be hiding somewhere nearby. This is why even peaceful animals must remain alert. Deep in the forest, we now meet another intelligent animal. A monkey sits quietly while looking around its surroundings. Monkeys spend much of their lives searching for food and moving through trees. They use their hands and feet to climb, balance, and move between branches. Their intelligence also helps them learn from experience. Young monkeys watch the adults carefully. They learn where to find food, how to move safely, and how to stay with the group. Family is very important for many monkey species. The young remain close to their mothers, especially when they are still small and inexperienced. Now we see a gorilla surrounded by thick green vegetation. The gorilla's powerful body makes it one of the strongest animals in the forest. But strength does not mean it is always aggressive. Gorillas can spend much of their time calmly feeding, resting, and moving through the forest with their family. The forest provides them with leaves, plants, and other food. Young gorillas learn by watching the adults. They explore their surroundings, play, and slowly develop the skills they will need later in life. The family group gives them protection while they are growing. Back in the open landscape, another bird stands tall among the grass. The ostrich is the largest living bird in the world. It cannot fly, but its powerful legs make it an excellent runner. When danger appears, an ostrich can use its speed to escape across the open ground. Its long neck also gives it a wide view of the surrounding area. Being able to see danger from a distance is extremely useful in an environment where there are few places to hide. The landscape changes once again as we approach the water. A large hippopotamus rises from the river. Much of its body remains beneath the water, while its eyes, ears, and nostrils stay above the surface. Hippos spend a great deal of time in water because it helps keep their huge bodies cool. The river is also a place where they can rest during the hottest part of the day. But the water is not only a place for resting. It is an important part of the entire ecosystem. Fish live beneath the surface, birds gather along the banks, and many other animals come here to drink. As the hippo remains in the water, the surrounding landscape continues to move with life. Every animal has its own way of surviving. Some depend on strength. Some depend on speed. Some depend on camouflage. And others survive by staying together. From the smallest frog to the largest animals of the grasslands, every creature has a role in this amazing natural world. And as we continue deeper into the wilderness, even more remarkable animals are waiting to appear. The journey continues along the river, where a group of hippopotamuses is resting in the water. These huge animals spend much of their time in rivers and lakes. The water helps them stay cool during the heat of the day. From above, the hippos look peaceful as they move slowly through the muddy water. Some are completely surrounded by water, while others rest near the riverbank. The river is an important part of their lives. It gives them a place to cool down, rest, and stay close to the rest of the group. But even in the water, life is never completely quiet. Every animal must remain aware of its surroundings. As the scene changes, we move from the warm river to a green forest. Here, a giant panda sits comfortably among the trees. The panda is holding a piece of bamboo and slowly eating. Bamboo is the main food of the giant panda, so it spends many hours every day feeding. The panda uses its strong teeth and jaws to break the bamboo into smaller pieces. It may look like a simple life, but finding enough food is very important. Because bamboo does not provide a large amount of energy, pandas need to eat a lot of it. After feeding, the panda may rest for a while before continuing its search for more bamboo. The forest around the panda provides shade, shelter, and food. For a young panda, the forest is also a place to learn. A young panda stays close to its mother and slowly discovers how to move around and find food. As it grows stronger, it becomes more independent. Now we move to another part of the animal world. A lion is resting on the ground while another lion lies nearby. The lion may look relaxed, but this powerful animal is always connected to the life of the African plains. Lions spend a great deal of time resting. Hunting requires a lot of energy, so resting between hunts is important. When the time comes to hunt, the lions become much more active. They watch the surrounding grass carefully. They look for animals that may be separated from a group. A successful hunt can provide enough food for several members of the pride. But hunting is never guaranteed. Many attempts can fail. A lion must be patient and wait for the right opportunity. The life of a predator is a constant balance between using energy and saving energy. Now the scene changes again. A group of flamingos is standing in shallow water. Their long legs allow them to move easily through the wetland. The birds search for food beneath the surface while moving slowly through the water. Flamingos are often seen together in large groups. When hundreds of them gather in one place, the sight can be incredible. The calm water reflects the birds as they move across the lake. The wetland is an important home for many different species. It provides food and water, and it gives birds a place to rest. But now the landscape becomes colder. The green surroundings disappear, and snow covers the ground. A polar bear appears in this frozen world. The bear is perfectly suited to life in the cold. Its thick fur helps protect it from freezing temperatures, while its body stores energy in the form of fat. The polar bear moves slowly across the snow and ice. There may be very little food in this environment, so every opportunity is important. The bear stops and looks across the snowy landscape. It uses its powerful sense of smell to search for signs of food. In the Arctic, finding food can require patience. The bear may have to travel across large areas of ice before finding its next meal. The frozen landscape may appear empty, but it is actually connected to a rich marine environment. Beneath the ice, fish and other animals continue to live. Along the ice, penguins stand together in the cold. These birds cannot fly, but they are excellent swimmers. Their bodies are specially adapted for life in the water. The penguins stand close to each other, helping them deal with the cold conditions. Living together can be especially useful in extreme environments. The group provides warmth and also gives the birds a better chance of noticing danger. Nearby, seals rest on the ice. Some lie quietly while others move toward the water. Seals spend part of their lives on land or ice and much of their time in the ocean. Their streamlined bodies allow them to move quickly through the water. They use their flippers to control their movement as they search for food beneath the surface. The ocean is a completely different world from the land. Under the surface, countless animals are moving through the water. Large fish swim alongside smaller ones. Every species has its own role in this underwater environment. Now we see large marine animals moving through the blue water. The ocean may look peaceful from above, but beneath the surface there is constant movement. Fish travel together in groups. Some search for food near the surface, while others remain deeper in the water. A shark moves through the water with slow, powerful movements. The journey continues as we move across another wide and beautiful landscape. A group of animals is traveling together along the edge of the land. They move slowly, following the natural path and searching for food and water. In the wild, traveling together can make a big difference. There is safety in numbers. When many animals move as a group, more eyes are watching the surroundings. If one animal notices danger, the others can react quickly. The group continues forward, leaving the open landscape behind. Now we move into a completely different world. A small chameleon appears among the leaves. It may be small compared with the large animals we have seen, but it has some remarkable abilities. The chameleon moves slowly across the branch. Its eyes can look in different directions, helping it watch what is happening around it. Its body is perfectly suited to life among plants and branches. Moving slowly can also be an advantage. A sudden movement might attract the attention of a predator. So the chameleon takes its time. It carefully moves from one branch to another. The forest around it is full of life. There are insects hiding among the leaves, birds moving through the branches, and many other small creatures living nearby. For a small animal, staying hidden can be one of the best ways to survive. The chameleon blends into its surroundings and waits patiently. Now the scene changes again. A pair of colorful birds sits together among the trees. Their bright feathers stand out against the green vegetation. Birds have many different ways of communicating. They use calls and movements to stay connected with each other. These two remain close together as they rest among the branches. The forest provides them with food, shelter, and a safe place to stay. Small birds may look fragile, but they are excellent at adapting to their environment. They can fly quickly when danger approaches. They can move between trees in only a few seconds. And their small size allows them to reach places where larger animals cannot. Now another colorful creature appears. A bright red-eyed frog rests on a green branch. Its unusual appearance makes it one of the most fascinating animals in the forest. The frog remains still for a moment. For small creatures, staying quiet can be very important. Predators may be watching from nearby. The frog waits until it is safe before moving again. Around it, the forest continues to grow. Leaves move gently in the wind. Small insects travel across the plants. And water remains an important part of life in this environment. Even the smallest animals depend on the health of the forest. If the plants disappear, insects disappear. If insects disappear, many birds and other animals lose an important source of food. This shows how closely connected every part of nature really is. Now we move to another beautiful animal. A red panda appears among the trees. The red panda is much smaller than the giant panda, but it is just as fascinating. Its reddish-brown fur helps it blend into the forest. It spends much of its time among trees, where it can move carefully from branch to branch. The red panda is a quiet animal. It does not need to make a lot of noise. Instead, it uses its surroundings for protection. The forest gives it places to climb, rest, and search for food. Its long tail helps it balance while moving through the branches. The animal pauses for a moment before continuing through the vegetation. Every movement is careful. For animals that live high in trees, balance is extremely important. One branch may be strong enough to support the animal, while another may not be. The red panda has learned how to move through this environment. It knows where to step and where to rest. This is the result of natural adaptation. Now the scene opens into a much larger landscape. The forest disappears behind us, and the grassland stretches toward the horizon. The land looks peaceful in the distance. But this is also the home of some of the world's most powerful predators. A group of lions is resting in the grass. The lions appear calm. Some are lying down while others look across the landscape. Lions spend a lot of time resting because hunting requires enormous amounts of energy. A successful hunt can be physically demanding. The lions may have to run, chase, and work together before they finally catch their prey. So when there is no immediate need to hunt, resting becomes important. The lions remain close to each other. For social animals, staying together provides many advantages. They can protect one another. They can protect the young. And they can work together when hunting larger prey. The young lions learn by watching the adults. They observe how the adults move. They watch how they respond to other animals. And slowly, they begin to understand the world around them. The life of a young lion is very different from that of an adult. It still has much to learn. But being part of the group gives it time to grow. The adult lions continue to watch the surroundings. The grassland is full of potential prey. Herds of herbivores move across the plains. But the lions cannot simply attack whenever they see an animal. They need to choose the right moment. A successful hunt depends on many things. Distance, wind direction, the movement of the herd, and the condition of the animal being targeted. If the prey is too far away, the lion may waste energy trying to reach it. If the prey notices the lion too early, it may escape. So the lions must be patient. They wait. They watch. And they look for an opportunity. Not every hunt ends successfully. Sometimes the prey is simply too fast. Sometimes the herd stays together. And sometimes the lions decide that the risk is not worth the energy. This is a normal part of life in the wild. Predators do not win every time. They have to keep trying. Now the scene changes again. A large herd of wildebeest is moving across the open grassland. The animals travel together in a long line. From a distance, the herd seems to stretch across the entire landscape. Wildebeest are strong animals that spend much of their time searching for grass and water. Their lives are closely connected to the changing seasons. When food becomes scarce in one area, the herd may move toward another. This can lead to long journeys across the plains. The animals continue walking while the young stay close to their mothers. For the young wildebeest, the journey can be difficult. They are smaller and less experienced. They must learn how to keep up with the group. They must also learn how to recognize danger. But the herd gives them protection. When thousands of animals move together, a predator has a difficult time choosing one target. The movement of the herd can also make it difficult for a predator to approach without being noticed. The animals continue forward. Dust rises from the ground as their feet move across the dry earth. The landscape seems endless. There are no roads. There are no fences. Only the open land and the animals that depend on it. For these creatures, this is home. The herd eventually slows down. Some animals stop to feed. Others continue walking. The young remain close to their mothers. The adults keep watching the surroundings. This simple pattern repeats every day. Eat, move, drink, rest, and continue again. The same basic needs guide animals all over the planet. Even though the environments are different, survival always depends on finding the resources needed to stay alive. The chameleon needs leaves and insects. The birds need food and safe places to rest. The red panda needs a healthy forest. The lions need prey. The journey continues across the wide open plains. A large herd moves together through the dry landscape, searching for fresh grass and water. Staying together gives the animals protection, especially the young members of the herd. Nearby, a powerful rhinoceros walks slowly through the grass. Its huge body and strong horn make it one of the most impressive animals of the plains. Although it looks slow, the rhino can move quickly when it feels threatened. A warthog searches through the grass for food. It may be much smaller than the rhino, but it is perfectly adapted to this environment. Now a group of zebras appears. The zebras move together while feeding on the grass. Their black and white stripes create a beautiful pattern as they travel across the plains. The young remain close to the adults, always ready to follow if danger appears. A leopard watches from the vegetation. Its spotted coat helps it disappear among the grass and trees. The leopard is a patient hunter and depends on stealth rather than long chases. The scene changes to a forest where a tiger rests quietly. Its striped coat blends into the shadows around it. The tiger is a powerful predator that depends on patience, strength, and careful movement when hunting. Now we see a giant panda sitting among the bamboo. The panda slowly feeds on the plants around it. Bamboo provides most of its food, so the panda spends a large part of the day eating. Deep in the forest, a young gorilla explores the vegetation. The young animal stays close to the adults and learns by watching them. The family group provides protection while it grows stronger. Back on the plains, a giraffe moves through the grassland. Its long neck allows it to reach leaves high in the trees, giving it access to food that many other animals cannot reach. Colorful birds move between the branches nearby. They search for insects, fruit, and seeds while using their calls to communicate with each other. The forest provides them with food and shelter. A group of flamingos gathers in shallow water. They slowly move through the wetland while searching for food. Their bright feathers create a beautiful sight against the calm water. The journey returns to the open grasslands. Giraffes and zebras share the same landscape, each feeding in different areas. The giraffes reach high leaves while the zebras feed on grass below. A powerful lion rests in the grass. The lion spends much of its time resting because hunting requires a great deal of energy. But even while resting, it continues watching the surrounding plains. Then a cheetah appears. It watches the open land carefully, waiting for the right opportunity. The cheetah depends on incredible speed, but it must choose its target carefully because it cannot maintain maximum speed for long. Farther away, large herds continue moving across the plains. They travel in search of food and water, following the changing conditions of their environment. As the sun begins to set, the landscape becomes golden. A large buffalo stands quietly in the fading light. The day is coming to an end, but the wild never truly becomes still. Some animals prepare to rest, while others are just beginning their nighttime activities. From the smallest bird to the largest animal, every creature has a role in nature. Some survive through speed. some through strength. Others survive through camouflage, patience, or cooperation.